Back in September, I released a video about what I felt were the pros, cons, and my general impressions of the Elio's Motors concept car at the time. Since then, many things have changed about the car's general appearance, but many other factors have remained the same. The projected price, fuel economy, and expected crash test rating have all remained unchanged since my last video. However, the look of the vehicle has seen some major changes. While this is a prototype of what the final product could be, it is not a finished product. While some have been critical of these changes were done to aid in achieving fuel economy numbers Elio is striving for. At the 2014 Sundance Film Festival in Park City, Utah, saw the unveiling of the new P4 from Elio Motors. It was an anticipated event for those who were interested in seeing what changes were done to the Elio. The front of the Elio has seen the most significant change. Gone are the light pods, and in their place are a set of contoured front-end light bezels. Also changed are the front fenders, from their open wheel design to an enclosed one. I will go more in depth on this in a little bit, but for now let's move on to the rear. Here we see there has been some more changes. Gone is the open area of the rear wheel, and in its place is an enclosed fairing. This new design, while similar to the Mule, has some potential issues with the fairing integrating the license plate holder will make removing it during the winter months less of an option, unless the fairing can be removed without the license plate holder being removed also. The hatchback is also shown in the P4 as well. It does not, however, have a rear window that some have asked for previously. I still do not feel that it is needed, though, myself. The exterior looks much more streamlined and aerodynamic than the previous Mule it was showing that they were showing people. While the exterior has seen some improvements, the interior has changed very little. At the time of the Sundance Film Festival, the P4's interior had very small changes done to it, and according to Paul Elio, it was done more to showcase the exterior changes more than what was going on in the interior. Still, though, there are some noticeable changes. The steering wheel has been updated to a more modern look. The cruise control now has a home on the steering wheel as well, and you can see the new sound system Elio is considering going with. It is a head unit from Continental. It features USB and Bluetooth connectivity. There is also a power port and a secondary USB port below. For now, the interior is just a placeholder until a more finalized version is completed. The color choices have remained the same 7 that Elio originally were thinking of going with, but more may be used at release, as this is still up for debate. Another item people have had an issue with is the Elio's size. In the following chart, you'll see that the wheelbase compared to a 2014 Ford Fiesta and a Ford Explorer. The Elio is a bit longer than the Fiesta, but its wheelbase in the front is almost that of the Ford Explorer at 110 inches. The front track is also about the same as the Explorer at 66.8 inches, while being lighter than the Fiesta and the Explorer. So its relative size compared to other cars shows it is not as small as some were led to believe. However, without a large occupancy area, it does keep its weight down and helps with fuel economy. In early March, the Elio drove through Michigan, though to my knowledge they did not make any stops, and took some pictures of it driving in the wintry mix that we had at the time. While the temperatures were very cold, Jerome Vassallo, VP of Sales for Elio, said it did very well in the snow that they drove through. In the description below, you'll find a link of video taken shortly after where Jerome talks about the experience, but the quality of the audio is not the greatest. He does make some valid points. One that I would like to address is the front fenders can be removed, and there is mention of alternative versions you can swap on if you so choose. It is 4 Allen bolts, and it will come right off. Since the front wheels are enclosed, it serves to reason that the fenders would have to come off in order to change the tire on the Elio. Another item of topic for the vehicle are the tires. According to Elio, the tires will be a 15-inch with a 5-bolt pattern, a very common size tire and wheel combination. However, the front tires will be slightly narrower than the back tire. This is done to improve stability of the vehicle, according to Mr. Elio. This brings up a problem when buying tires, as you will have to buy 2 tires for the front of one size and a differing size for the rear. But you could buy 2 for the rear and have a replacement on hand for when you need to change it. I would recommend having it mounted to a rim and hang in a shed or garage if you have one. Depending on the price, this could be an expensive way to go about it, but the rear tire should not wear as fast as the front due to it being a freewheeling wheel. Also, there's talk of having a rod with 2 wheels on it for when you have to go to a shop and be over a pit, or on a hoist that you have to drive onto. It is unknown at this time if they will be part of the purchase or a separate one that you purchase later. One question I was asked a lot in my last video was regarding the need for a driver and passenger to wear a helmet or not. And while this varies from state to state, Elio has a map on their website showing the states and their current stance on the issue. I've included a link to the site as you can check it if you are watching this video several months after its release. The picture you see now is current as of the filming of this video. States in green do not require the driver or passenger to wear a helmet while operating the Elio, and have changed their motorcycle laws to accommodate it. States in yellow need to have a helmet worn after or before the recommended ages. States in red, you must wear a helmet. However, those that are in red may have their laws changed at a future date. Since the Elio will be a fully enclosed vehicle and have seat belts and airbags like most modern-day passenger cars, I do believe that this law will change for those that are in red and yellow. My thoughts on the Elio remain about the same. While I feel there is a place for this vehicle in the market, it is not for everyone. This will not replace your family car if you have a large family, as it is designed more for a commuter vehicle. Most commuters use a car that are designed to haul a lot of people, and yet they are usually alone, but that is their choice to do so. However, if they were given a chance to get something that gets much better fuel economy, and in turn saves them money, I believe they would consider this. One thing that has me concerned for the design is the front end, and the exposed parts. These parts, unless the material is used that does not rust, will wear in areas that have a harsher winter climate. However, if they are designed in such a way that they do not rust, it will reduce this amount of wear. I still believe that power windows and door locks are not needed, especially the door locks, since there's only one door on the Elio. The power windows, while nice, should be optional, in my general opinion. One thing I hope that remains the same is the flip-forward hood design. It gives the car a retro feel to it in some aspects. It is also the motor choice is still more than enough to handle the weight of the vehicle. Another feature with the motor is that it will be using a timing chain instead of a timing belt. While a timing chain would save on cost, it is not as reliable as a timing chain, as it can lose time with the belt due to wear. One thing I would like to see is it keep its serviceability of the car to a user-friendly possibility, much the way the old VW Beetles and buses used to be. I know there needs to be computer systems on the Elio. My hope is that they need very little maintenance, and the general maintenance can be done with basic hand tools. The last thing I would like to see is a flip-forward door design. It would be something a bit more unique, but this is more of a personal thing that could be added later by the user. In closing, I am looking forward to what more Elio will have to show in the near future of their release date. I will also be going to the Woodward Dream Cruise this year, where I hope to get some video of the Elio and maybe some questions answered that I have. Hopefully they make a stop in your area and you get the chance to check them out for yourself. Please share this video with others who might be interested in the Elio, and to help spread the word, also like, favorite, as it is always nice to do. Thank you.